Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I am pretty sure we're about to go into the end game here because, well, after the Battle of Kaer Muire, at Ciri's suggestion and idea, we went and killed Imlerith, one of Eredin's 3 generals. That inspired Avallac'h to concoct a plan to convert Gels, Eredin, one of the other generals, but more specifically, Eredin's viceroy in the home city of Tir Nalia, to not support Eredin should he call for reinforcements. So, the third general is a loyalist, and basically Avallac'h said, yeah, we're not going to convert him. So, what the plan is currently, we've reconvened the Lodge of Sorceresses with Triss, Yennefer, Philippa, and there's a fourth one, I don't remember the name. They want Ciri to be their leader. That's a thing as well. But the current plan is to sail to Skellige, get the Sunstone, which will summon the Naglfar, which we're going to lure to somewhere near Undvik, where we can battle Eredin, because Eredin will be riding the Naglfar. So, our current objective is to board this ship and meet Avallac'h, and presumably everybody else, and that will, I imagine, kick off the final confrontation. So let's go. Now, one quick thing I'm going to point out before I get on the ship, and yeah, I see Triss's hood. I think that's Avallac'h looking off the other side. That looks like Ciri, maybe, with her back to us. But anyway, the Naglfar is from... the Naglfar is from Norse mythology. I've mentioned in the past how Skellige seems to be a blend of Norse and Celtic mythology. And cultures, which is a really interesting blend, actually. The Naglfar in Norse mythology is a ship made from the nails of dead warriors. And at the beginning of the Ragnarok, the end of the world, Loki rides the Naglfar out and kicks off the final confrontation that is the end of times. So, the Skelligers have mentioned what they call Ragnarug, which is obviously their equivalent of Ragnarok. Margarita is apparently the other sorceress that I keep forgetting her name.
Help protect Ciri from the Wild Hunt, and the Emperor will grant you amnesty.
I hope we can trust you.
You can.
What of Fringilla?
That I don't know, but I shall take it up with him.
You've barely said hello and you're already plotting something.
It's clearly in our nature.
What was that bit about Fringilla? Or secured them amnesty? Really? Of course I gotta do the one that doesn't go to the end of the conversation first.
I hear right. You convinced the Emperor to pardon them?
Provided they help us defend Ciri.
Got a hard time believing Emperor'd go in for a deal like that.
If you can't believe it, don't. I don't need you to.
Yen, standoffish as ever.
Bit about Fringilla. What was that? Triss told me you couldn't contact her.
Perhaps because she sits in the Emperor's dungeon, chained in Dimeritium. At least that's what Rita implied.
How would Rita know, or Emperor hid that from you?
Take it the Emperor forgot to tell you about this.
I don't like it. That was not our deal. When it's all over, I'll need to have a candid discussion with the Emperor. Come. They're all waiting for us. Geralt?
Thanks, Yen. See you later.
Thought there'd be a chance to have more conversation, but it looked like it was the same conversation as before.
Looky, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Got a minute?
Of course.
This looks like all new stuff, so of course I'm gonna do everything.
Once you'd left Yen and me on the Isle of Avallac'h, what happened to you? What did you do?
I travelled through time, space, different worlds. I saw houses of glass, ran with unicorns at the world's end. Even lived in an undersea kingdom for a time.
Freedom. Always had a taste for it.
I still do.
So why'd you return?
It was too much. I almost drowned in it. When everything is possible, it quickly becomes a lot less alluring.
Traveling between worlds. What's it like?
It's nice.
Difficult?
It was at first, but in time it became automatic, like riding a horse.
Bet a lot of mages would love to learn to do it.
I'm certain they would. But Avallac'h claims they've neither the knowledge nor talent. He spent 4 centuries learning to do it, yet can still only find and pass through pre-existing portals. I go wherever I please, whenever I please.
Not sure if you've heard, but once it's all over, I'm going to Kaer.
With Triss?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting part of the world. Perhaps you'll get a contract for some rare snow beast. A Barbagazi, or a Vendigo, or an Amarok?
Or maybe I'll finally hang up my swords.
It's that good with her?
Better.
You know, one thing I actually really like, because this isn't the only time that Geralt has just kind of had a look of bliss and peace when he talks about a future with Triss. I kind of like that.
Eridan's located you time and again. How's that work?
When I pass between worlds, I create a kind of shockwave. Anyone properly trained can sense it. That's how Avallac'h explains it, at any rate. He can do it too.
So you shouldn't actually ever use your power.
It's not like that. The impulse is stronger the longer my voyage. On short hops, the disturbance is practically imperceptible.
I should go.
All right. We'll talk later.
Yes, Geralt?
These are all conversations I've already had with Triss.
So long, Triss.
All are present. You were the last to arrive. Might we set sail?
Anchors away.
Well, that settles the question of His Imperial Majesty's whereabouts.
Does he aim to conquer Skellige? But he knows. Those are my friends.
He wishes to grant you the Isles, with Sintra and the rest of the Empire.
There is an upside to all this.
Is that so?
The Emperor will have to help us fight the Hunt. And we've just found Fringilla Vigo.
We must hurry and find the Sunstone. Seems we've plenty to do in Skellige after that.
Fringilla Vigo. We need her here.
Can you teleport me onto the Emperor's ship? Or don't even know what the Sunstone is? Two very different conversation paths. I imagine this is one where I'll get to do both.
Can you teleport me onto Amir's ship?
Not a chance. It's better shielded than the Emperor's alcove.
Though we could try to force our way through.
We need Fringilla in one piece.
Think they know we're here?
Emir's mages, of course.
If the matter of Fringilla Vigo were resolved, they'd probably just send her over here in a skiff.
It's far from resolved. The Emperor pledged to ensure the Lodge's safety, but
Fringilla's a pricklier matter. She's his subject, one officially sentenced to death for treason.
you'll need to learn what Emir has planned for her, once we've found a way to toss you over to the Imperial flagship.
I'll get on the Emperor's ship myself.
Plan to swim? With swords on your back? You'll get shot up like a sitting duck before you can say the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Don't panic. He'll find a way. Make your approach by night. You'll stand a better chance then. And once you're on board, show His Imperial Majesty this letter. Hand it to him directly. We should remind him what he promised, and what he'll get in return.
Yep, I get to do the other conversation branch now.
At the moment, we don't even know what the Sunstone is.
It was created so the mountain elves could summon the vessels of the NL. Now it merely serves as a symbol of a lost opportunity to unite the two tribes. Truly? Can all of you be unfamiliar with the story of Gelban and Dillion of the White Fleet?
Of course, I gotta do the two that don't go to the end first.
Tell us, please. Absolutely love elven legends.
Gelban was a sage of the Elder Elves. He fell in love with an Enshe elf, Dillion, yet she spurned him.
That was a jest on Geralt's part.
Too late. It won't hurt any of you to know this. On the day the White Fleet was to set sail, Gelban gave Dillion a gift. The Sunstone. He believed Dillion's heart would soften in time. Once her longing for him burgeoned, she was to use the Sunstone. Though worlds away, he would return for her.
Sounds promising. Let's just hope this Sunstone proves more useful to us than it did to that elf woman.
What I want to know is if we'll be able to use the Sunstone.
You? No. Me? Naturally. With a touch of help from the sorceresses.
Of whom some are below deck vomiting, while others remain unreachable.
The Sunstone's in Skellige? How do we know that?
From legends. Elven ones. It lies where the White Fleet landed centuries ago.
Meaning anywhere on any one of the Isles. Splendid.
Ermion. I'll talk to him.
Know where he is?
I'll ask around the port. Croc's longships are moored there. I'm off.
Good luck.
Read the letter from Yennefer to Emhyr var Emrys. And of course, it couldn't be as simple as just go to Skellige and then the final confrontation happens. Of course, they gotta give you more to do. Which, don't get me wrong, I love, but this is a big game. Your Imperial Majesty, allow me to remind you that our arrangement encompassed all the sorceresses wishing to take part in the risky endeavor whose success is so vital to us. I find it hard to believe that in the current situation, when I have already succeeded in gathering so many members of the Lodge, you would refuse to allow Fringilla Vigo to join our company. I understand there are personal factors that make you reluctant to part with your subject, but I assure you our interests are aligned in these matters as well. I promise that I will uphold the conditions of our arrangement, despite the fact that they will demand sacrifices of me and will leave me in an unfortunate situation. I therefore request, politely yet with great insistence, that you release Fringilla. With all due respect, Yennefer. So, hinting at something else here. It's a little bit nice that they don't have to go incognito here in Skellige. Veni vidi vigo.
Disappeared good this time, like my mother did. I feel like I shouldn't see anyone who feels fond of me. At least not until we defeat the Wild Hunt.
We can always drop you back on the Isle of Mist.
Thanks a lot.
So Veni Vidi Vigo is a play on words for a classic Latin phrase, which is Veni Vidi Vici, which was supposedly uttered by Julius Caesar. It translates to I came, I saw, I conquered. Veni Vidi Vici. And I'm sure I'm mispronouncing the Latin there because I am not a Latin speaker. So let's take a quick look at so battle preparations. I've completed Meet Avallac'h on a ship. Current objectives are to find the Sunstone and pick Fringilla up on the Emperor's ship. The Sunstone is to ask Croc where Ermion is, and Veni Vidi Vigo is to sneak onto the Emperor's flagship under cover of darkness. It's currently got the Sunstone selected. What time is it? It's 4 a.m. So yeah, I think that's going to be the one that I'm going to do right now.
Grand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe. Was it hard, killing that vermin?
Wolf, did you see? The black dogs in their rickety tubs. They bay at our gates, seek to strike fear in our hearts.
Saw them all. Where's Ermion?
Went to see Lugas. An uncrate on the throne remains a thorn in his ass. Now he's seen the Black Ones, it pricks him even harder. The Druid's gone to reason with the dim-witted knob.
Think I'll join Ermion. Need to talk to him.
Go. And when you see that bloody twit Lugas, be sure and tell him... best not. The Druid knows what to say. Farewell.
Alright. Fortunately, we don't need to actually run or ride the 1400 distance to Kaer Muire. All I need is a signpost.
Exposed, we show our backs.
Drink last night too?
You've no respect for our customs. Not so terrible that quick, you know. What else would crack? Brand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
I'll not kneel before an Oncrite, never. That clear to you?
You prefer to aid the Black Ones?
I'd sooner aid the rights of bleeding Moorhawk than let Crack rule all Skellige.
And your men, what do they say? Will they follow you when the Jarls call you a traitor?
This here's my land, Druid. Watch your words.
What is it if not treason, or wannabe king by the grace of Nilfgaard? I have a funny feeling that if I imply his subservience, it'll prick him further.
Would you be king by Nilfgaard's grace?
That's your bark before you bite. Did Crack send you here for my head? Well then go ahead. Try to take it. Get him!
I'll rip your gun!
Well, I didn't want to fight. I wonder if I should have chosen the other option.
Not stay here.
Damn, you're ugly.
Oops. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I don't like that that ended in a fight. I think I chose the wrong option. Normally, I would say let's live with this. But going up against Eridan, I think I need all the help I can get. So I'm going to load and see what happens if I choose the other option. If it ends up the same, then I'll just skip past that. Alright, so here I am back here, and yeah, it was the same result, no matter which option of conversation I chose. Madman Lugos is an idiot, basically.
Giving me no choice.
Well, I mean, if you want to kill off your family line, that's a good way to kill off your family line. I mean, his son was already dead, but if he'd just been a bit less stupid, he could have had another son.
Move. That's enough. Wait. This one's really funny.
So current objective is to talk to Ermion outside of Madman Lugos' territory. I guess we have to get there.
Well, Geralt, I see no row can occur in Skellige without your participation.
Mean and inaccurate, Ermion. Seems to me I've missed quite a few.
The blood of Croc's blood sits upon the throne, and that is your doing. I'm afraid you've ignited a small civil war.
For ages, men had shed each other's blood in the quest for Skellige's crown. Politics as usual, just a difference of degree. Yet the bloody feast at Kaer Muire was different. It was dishonorable, treacherous, needed investigation. More Witcher's work. Work that culminated with the crowning of the Isle's new queen.
So, Clan Drummond will attack sooner than we expected, it seems.
Thought Kroch sent you to negotiate an agreement with Lugos.
Ha! An agreement? Only Kroch believes such a thing possible at this stage.
Mean I didn't actually ruin things for you?
Not this time. Lugos' death stands to change a great deal. His cousin, who will now be named Jarl, is a weak commander. Stupid. This war will start soon, end even sooner. But why have you returned to Skellige?
I gotta do the one that doesn't go to the end of the conversation first, of course.
How's Sarah's handling things?
As the makings of an excellent queen, if she would only flee her father's shadow. Everyone, Lugos excepted, declared their support for her. Yet the minute the Imperial fleet appeared on the horizon, the Jarl took matters into his own hands.
And Hjalmar?
The lads led 3 raids against the Imperial fleet, all against Kroch's will, all failed. Yet he'll find volunteers for another.
Yeah, sounds like Hjalmar. Listen, Ermion, know anything about the Sunstone? Legends place it somewhere in Skellige.
The mask of Urberus first, now the Sunstone. Monsters may rest easy. You'll become a treasure hunter. I've never found the Enshe elves interesting. But there's a skald, Avid. He could help you. Once told me of some inaccessible caverns or ruins or some such.
Where will I find him?
Today? In Ermion, doubtless. You might also ask the pearl divers, Erling and Matthias Fishlung. Of late, they hunt near the tip of the bay, eastern end.
Fishlung? Interesting.
So they call him. Submerges for hours at a time. None know how he does it, but I've my suspicions.
Not too fond of him.
It's nothing personal. I couldn't stand his father or grandfather either.
Thanks for your help.
One thing, Geralt. These caves are ruins. Matthias and Erling's ancestors would have looted them bare centuries ago were they not protected by some magic barrier. Take a sorceress with you. They must have brought at least one along.
All gaggle this time.
Gods protect us.
So I have a funny feeling I know exactly where it is. If I pull up the map, on Undvik, which is this island here, there's this great big ornate-looking tower right over here, Tor Avallac'h, which I could go to, and I did go to when I was looking for Hjalmar. And there's a door there, but it was impassable. So, much like the door on Bald Mountain, I expect that door is where I'm going to have to go to get the Sunstone. So current objectives are to talk to the bard known as Avind, or find and talk to the Pearl Diver. Where are these sending me? Okay. So the bard is there, and the Pearl Diver is over there. Come here, Roach.
You've come a long way.
Yes, I have. I'm just glad these Clan Drummond guards don't, attack me on sight, because Lugos is dead.
Not so fast, Roach.
I figured we had enough time in this episode to talk to the bard.
Not now.
Watching for Nilfgaard's fleet.
Fleet? Oh, aye, they mentioned something. Nay, I've more important matters on my mind. By my calculations, today's the day Gore, the legendary white whale, will swim the waters of Skellige. Been waiting for this my whole life.
What's this whale about?
He's to appear when spectres descend from the heavens into the waves. The serpent wakes the sea's wrath, and an icy monster devours an isle. Be the first bard to compose a ballad about him.
Legends don't happen to mention a curse of the Black Sun, do they?
Black Sun? What are you on about?
Never mind.
So interesting, when you look out to the water from here, you can see that Avallac'h in the distance.
Let's watch for Gevorg together, and you can tell me what you know about any elven ruins in Skellige. Heard of some cavern no one's been able to enter?
Good thing, too. Elsewise, they'd have plundered it long ago like all the others.
Avend.
What?
I... just wanted to assure you I only want to look around the cavern. It's research.
Research?
Writing a historical treatise on the Enshe elves, under Ermion's tutelage.
Ermion? Man never cared a whit about the elves of the mountains. I've seen through you, you conniver. Cut me to bits if you like, I'll never tell you about the cavern.
Oh!
God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna try that again. I know I don't like doing it, but I feel it's the right thing to do here. Alright, here we are back again. Sometimes when they give these, like, short time limit choices, it's hard to read the choices, let alone choose one. So I'm just going to try this again. I'm only going to try one more time, just to try and keep with the spirit of it. Because, yeah, I don't think I had a chance to even read the choices fully.
Let's watch for Gevorg together, and you can tell me what you know about any elven ruins in Skellige. Heard of some cavern no one's been able to enter?
Good thing, too. Elsewise, they'd have plundered it long ago like all the others.
Avend.
What?
I... just wanted to assure you I only want to look around the cavern. It's research.
Research?
Writing an adventure novel. Gathering material for it.
Mean to write up the coming of the White Fleet? Prime idea. Mayhaps you could use my translation of the Song of Gilban and Dillion.
Gladly, gladly. So where's this cavern?
Gotta sail east from Kaer Muire. Cavern's in a cove, only accessible from the sea.
So long, and good luck with the white whale.
It'll show today. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. What I missed the first time it came up was I completely didn't see the fact that the choice I chose the first time around said under the tutelage of Ermion. And if I'd seen that, I wouldn't have chosen it because I knew that Ermion wasn't interested in the elves. It's a panic choice. I feel dirty for going back and redoing it, but that's what I did. So I'm going to call an end to the episode here. You know the drill. Click over there. Join me next time as we continue looking for the Sunstone. See you then.